Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem, but before going forward, if you've not liked the video, please like it, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Problem is minimum domino rotations for equal row. What we are given is in a row of dominoes, top I and bottom I represent the top and the bottom half of the ith domino. So what is a domino? You can say domino like is like a card or something like a tile. It's a tile in which it has a top half and it has a bottom half, right? Uh, a domino is a tile with two numbers from 1 to 6 on each half of the tile. So there will be one tile, something like this will be there. So domino, like there is a tile. This is one domino. Okay, so this is one tile, and here this is the upper half, top half, and this is the bottom half. So in the top half, any number from 1 to 6 can be there, and in the bottom half, any number from 1 to 6 can be there. Okay, and there is an array given. So array, there will be n dominoes. There will be n dominoes. So top array will give the values which are at the top in each domino, like from 1 to 6, and bottom array will give us what is the value at the bottom half of each domino. So let's say here it's 2 and here it's 3. So in array it will be 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, we may rotate the ith domino so that top and bottom swap values. We can rotate a domino. When we can rotate a domino, means we can make this 3 to become the top half value and 2 can become the bottom half value. So we are rotating the domino, meaning we are swapping the top and bottom values. Return the minimum number of rotations so that all values in the top are same or all values in the bottom are same. So what we need to do is, see, like these dominoes will be given. This is one domino, this is second domino, third domino, fourth domino, fifth and sixth. So we need to either make all the top values same or we have to make the bottom values same. Any one thing we need to do. And for that we need to do minimum number of rotations. Minimum number of rotations meaning that uh, basically we have to swap a domino's value, top and bottom value. So when, see guys, when there is minimum, maximum, something like that, na, so first of all, think of greedy approach. Okay, greedy approach. Uh, you will understand what's greedy and how we can think of that. But like when there is minimum, maximum, something like that, na, so greedy usually we apply. And if not greedy, then dynamic programming comes. But first of all, always think of greedy. Okay, so see here what we can do. These are all the dominoes, and if we do some rotation in these dominoes, the top values will become same, 2 2 2 2. See, for each domino, so this is one domino, right? So for each domino, top value becomes 2. What we did was, here this was all, there was already 2, there here it was 1 and the bottom has 2. So we swapped this, we did the rotation for this domino, so 2 becomes the top value and 1 becomes the bottom value. Then this also has 2, which is fine. Here it was 4 but here it was 2, so we swapped these two, so 2 become here, 2 came here, and here it was already 2, here it was already 2. So we did how many rotations? One rotation for the second domino and one rotation for the fourth domino. So we did two rotations to make all the values in the top same. So either we need to make all the values top same or all the values in bottom. Any one thing we have to do. Okay, so I hope you understood this problem. Let's see how we can approach it. So here what, like this top array is given and bottom array is given. What does this mean? It means that zeroth index is the zeroth domino. This is the top value and this is the bottom value. That is, there will be see, like this domino, top value will be 2, top value will be this 2 and bottom value will be this 5. Then there will be another domino. For that, 1 will be the top value and this 2 will be the bottom value. So something like this is there. Okay, so let's quickly see basically how these dominoes will be arranged. So this is the tops array and this is the bottom array. Okay, I'm taking this test case, the first test case. So here something like this will be there. This will be the first domino 2 5, then there will be second domino 1 2, then there will be 2 6, then there will be 4 2, this one, then there will be 2 3, and then there will be 2 2. Okay, so see, now what we will do, we have to do minimum rotations, minimum number of rotations, so that either in top values are same or either in bottom values are same. So see, here we changed to 2, we picked 2 value. Why did we pick 2? Why didn't we change all the values to 5? Or why didn't we change all values to 4? We did not do. Just think why we did not do. Why we chose only 2 here, not 1, not 4, not 6, not 5. Why? This is because 2 is present in every domino, either in the top half or in the bottom half. It is present in every domino. So we will pick that value. So see guys, this is very important. We will pick that value which is present in all dominoes. In all dominoes. Okay. So 2 was present here also, here also, here also, here also, here also, and here also. The thing was just that for these two second and fourth domino, it was in the bottom half. We have to move it to the upper top half, so that all the values in the top half are 2. Okay, of all dominoes. So that we did. Now this is one thing. So how we can know which value is present in all dominoes? So see, there are 6 dominoes. 1 2 3, there are 6 dominoes na? And 2 is how many times? What is the value which is in all the dominoes? 2. 2 is in all the dominoes, right? So we will be maintaining a count. We'll be maintaining a count. What I'm doing is I'm just erasing this one. So I have drawn this, so we'll refer that only. Let me erase this, and let's see how we can dry run this thinking. So the thinking was, see, the approach which we used is that we have to find that digit. We have to find that digit which will be in all dominoes, so that we can rotate some dominoes and do get the same in top or bottom. So see, this is the what is given to us. N is 6 here. What we will be doing is we'll be having a count. This is C. This is the top array. This is the bottom array. So we'll be having, let's say, I'm naming these as A and B. Okay, I'm naming them as A and B. So let's say this is A and this is B. So we will find all the count of A. So see, all these value will be between 1 to 6 na? So I'm taking an array of size 6. Of size 6. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5, and yeah, it's like that. Okay, or you can take it as 6 like this, but let me yeah, we can take it like this only. Okay, so here now what we will be doing, we'll be storing the count. So what is the count here? 2. So 2's count is like, we'll be going from like with this array, and we'll be storing a count of digits which are in A. So 2 is 1 time, then 1 is 1 time, then 2 is again occurring, then 4 is again occurring, 1 1, and then 2 is again occurring, so its count will become 3, and then 2 is again occurring, so its count will become 4. So what we did was we stored all the digits which are in the top half, their counts we have stored in the count A array. Similarly, we'll be making a count B array. So I'll be making count B is equal to, again I'll be having this array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So first 5 is there, so 5's count is 1. Then 2 is there, so it is 1, 6, 1. 2 is again occurring, so its count becomes 2, 3, 1 time, 2, 3 times. Now see guys, are you seeing something? The thing is, we need to have one more array. That will be count same. Count same. Now you will be able to think why we are taking this. So I'll just give you a hint why we are taking this array. So it will be also of the same size as count A and count B. But the thing is, whenever we get equal element here, in this array also it's same element, in this array also it's same element, then we'll be storing that here. So this domino has the same value 2, 2. So I'll be storing 1 here. Okay. So why we are storing 1 here? Why we are having this? See, because 2 was occurring in the top half also, and the 2 was occurring on the in the bottom half also. So if you see, count A is 4 for 2 and count B is 3 for 2. So 4 plus 3 it becomes 7. But ideally we need to have 6 twos, na? 6 twos, because there's 6 dominoes. So 6 twos should be there, right? That's logically should be there. Why 7 is coming? Because there were 2 twos in the same half, in the same domino. So what we need to do is, we need to check if there are same numbers in the domino, in the top and bottom. Just have another array count same, so that what we will be doing, we will be checking if count A plus count B, that is, if the count of a number in the top half or in the bottom half is equal to n, but here we will doing minus count same is equal to n, meaning that is present in all dominoes. Okay, that is, see here what we will do. Here what we will do, count A, we will be traversing on this count A array every time, and for each we will be checking. So see, first of all we'll go to 0. We will see here it's 0. So count A is for 0 is what? 0 plus count B for this 0 is 1 minus count same, it's 0 here. So 0. 1 is equal to n. N is what? 6. Is 1 is equal to 6? 1 here is the occurrence of the 0. So basically there is no need to check from 0, because numbers will be from 1 to 6. Okay, let's check for 1. So for 1, what will be there? For 1, here count A. Count A meaning how many times 1 is occurring in the top half. 1 is occurring only 1 time here. Plus, what is count B for 1? For 1 it's 0. Here it's 0. So 0, 1 is never occurring in the bottom half. Minus count same, which is also 0. So is it equal to n? 1 is equal to 6? No. So that means 1 we cannot make all domino, like top or bottom half of all dominoes 1, because there is 1 in none, right? Only here it is 1. So we cannot make that same. Similarly, when we'll go to 2 here. So see, now what we will get? We will be getting, here see, we'll be getting 4, that is 2 is occurring 4 times in the top half, plus count B 3 times in the bottom half, 1 2 3, minus how many times it is the same. For this it was same, so just take one occurrence, because see, there is no need to rotate this, no need to swap, because what's the point of swapping? Both are same only. So minus 1, is it equal to 6? 7 minus 1, 6 is equal to 6, meaning 2 is in every domino. 2 is in every domino, either in top or bottom. So we need to check whether what we need to do for swapping. So 2 we can swap, 2 we can make or make same in either top or bottom. That we got to know till now. Okay. Now what will be the rotations, minimum rotations for this two? What do you think, guys? Logically, just think logically. 4 times it is occurring in the top half, 3 times it's occurring in the bottom half. What will be efficient? We have to do minimum rotations. Minimum. What will be what will be efficient? Should we change top to 2, or should we change bottom to 2 and 5 comes here? So see, if we change top, how many times it's not occurring in the top? How many times it's not occurring in the top? This here and here. So there will be 2 rotations. But if we have to change in the bottom, so how many times it's not occurring in the bottom? Here it should be swapped, here it should be swapped, here it should be swapped. So here it will be 3 times. So obviously 2 is beneficial. Fine, so we will be swapping the bottom one. And we'll be making in the top same. In the top we will be making same. So how to get, what will be the so let's do one thing. Let's see code up till now where we check this condition. Okay, so code will be something like this. So here we are taking count vector, this one 7 size, 7 size, 7 size, 3 vectors, 7 size, 7 size. Then n is the number of dominoes given. We are going and we are storing the count of each domino, like each number on the domino, and if they are same, a is equal to b, that is 2 is equal to 2, meaning this is the same one. So just count same, increase by 1. Okay, now this is the another loop in which we are checking if count of a particular value like 2 will be equal here, count a plus count b minus count sum same, it will be equal to n, like this here 6 is equal to 6. Now how we will get the rotations? It will be minimum swap count of a, count of b minus count of sum same, meaning obviously we decided, right, we will be changing the bottom, we'll be changing the bottom. So how many times it's not in the bottom, in the top, sorry, here 1 and 4. So how many, we'll be changing the top, right? So 1 and 4, 2 times it's not in the top. So we'll be seeing the minimum value. We'll get the minimum value between this 4 and 3. So we get what? 4 comma 3, minimum is what? 3. We get 3. Okay. And what we will do? Let me raise this. So minimum among 4 and 3, we will get 3. And why minus 1? Because this is same only. There's no need to swap this one. So for that we need to swap the count same from that. Whatever the count was for this, whatever the minimum is between these 4 and 3, we'll take the minimum one, because we need to have the minimum rotations. And then minus 1, because there is no need to rotate in this one. So 2. So 2 will be the answer, min swap. Okay, and at last we will be returning the answer. So I hope you understood the problem and the approach. Dry run once this code, and the Java code will be in the description, exactly same. Let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. If you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.